So let's talk about, first of all, spring training.
Pretty much just like the same as most spring trainings. Just working on the fundamentals, getting my body ready. As the years go, I start tweaking some things a little bit. Body's been through more battles, so try to maintain and find a routine that works well to get my body to compete on a daily basis. But it's the same thing, working with the pitchers, trying to get them comfortable throwing to me. And I've always believed that pitching is the key to having success, in a season. So, I feel like our pitchers have been doing really well. The only thing is, we haven't been really swinging the bats like we wanted to, but that's another story.
So you guys lost a couple of guys, like, Encarnacion, and how much did that affect a little bit in the clubhouse? And right now you guys have a couple of guys in the DL. I
guess we can call it a rough patch.
Yeah.
First, tough to replace a guy like Edwin Encarnacion. He's, everybody loves the guy, and not just that, he produces on the field. He's a run producer. But we picked up a really good player in Kenji Morales, who's a switch hitting power guy, who can really get the job done. He's a 4-hole hitter, and he has just as much pop as Eddie. But obviously, Eddie had been part of the organization for a long time, so that's always tough. But it's a business, and you have to move on, and you get through times like that. The key, and I think with every team, is to be healthy and to stay healthy. It's always something that you want. You don't really control that all the time, but when you do get banged up, you just have to grind and battle through it. Every team is going to go through times where some of their key guys get hurt, and it just gives an opportunity for other guys to step up and help the team in those moments. So now we have a lot of guys who have a lot of opportunities, because we have definitely some key guys who aren't able to go right now. We still feel like we have a great team. We still feel like we can compete. We also feel like we've been through a rough patch, and we've had a little bit of bad luck. But every team's going to go through that. We've lost a lot of one-run games as well. So a lot of games that we've lost so far, we've been in the game. So it's frustrating to lose, but it's how you lose sometimes. We're not getting destroyed every night when we're playing. We're in every game, so we have opportunity to win games. We just need somebody here or there to be the hero on different nights, and that's what good teams do. It's not one guy every night. It's guys kind of pass the ball around, and one guy can be the hero one day, and the next day, somebody else steps up. So if we start doing that, we'll be right back where we need to be. There's a lot of baseball left this year.
Last night, 13 innings.
Yeah.
And I watch, you guys have a lot of patience to go through this game. Jose Bautista hit that big homer.
It was definitely uplifting. Jose's a superstar who has had a rough start of the year, results-wise, and sometimes all it takes is to just get that one good swing, where you connect and your mind remembers what it feels like, and hopefully it can induce more good things happening. But at that moment, the bench got lifted. Everybody was just erupted in the dugout. We were really happy. But then we went back and had to get 3 outs, and then had the bases loaded with I think 1 out at the time, and the momentum had completely shifted on their side, and we were still able to pull through. So I feel like a win like that is definitely character building, and hopefully we can just build off that and get a good wave going.
How is you working with Stroman like?
Stroman's easy to work with. He's an athlete, but I also consider him an artist. He likes, he likes to do things his own way, and he's super smart, and he has a lot of belief in himself, and for good reason. He's a tremendous athlete. His work ethic is awesome, but he's a quick learner, and he's always trying to be better, and he's always trying to perfect his craft. And guys that have that kind of attitude and end up being, the really good ones. So for me, it's just, trying to keep them in line and not try to do things that are counterproductive sometimes. Keep it simple, because sometimes you can overcomplicate things, and in reality, it's like you just want to throw the ball in a good spot and get outs efficiently. When you're young, you just sometimes you try and do a lot of things, and you want to change every day. And for me, the key is just to keep him in line and to remind him that how good he is, even when things aren't going so well. because he definitely has a whole lot of talent. He's one of the best pitchers I've caught.
How proud you guys were of your teammate when he won this MVP and the WBC for USA?
It was fun to watch. He's one of those kids that seems to rise. You know, the more pressure, you know, the higher the stage, you know, the better he performs. And you know, it's not usual to see that kind of mentality. A lot of guys tend to, you know, tighten up and tense up in those pressure situations. He seems to just use those pressure situations as energy, and it makes him even better. You know, I think he sees a lot of those situations as challenges, and he just rises up and gets the job done. And we were happy for him. He came back to camp feeling like he won a World Series. You know, it was fun to see that.
Now you guys are competing against the Angels. How difficult you see this?
No, the Angels have a good team, tough lineup. They play good defense. You know, so it's always a battle. Every time we come over here, you know, that rally monkey comes out sometimes, and you know, you gotta work through that and stuff. And but they're well coached. You know, they play the fundamentals right. So you got to be on your A game to beat that team. So hopefully we're on our A game tonight, and we can keep moving forward and keep winning some ball games.